All right, well, here we are. Somewhere around here, there should be a 5-ton. It's Derek. He's just getting this place geared up. He definitely needs some lights and stuff in here, that's for sure, but I'm sure he'll get to it. But anyway, wait for him. I'll get the ramps ready and all that stuff changed ready, and I think I should definitely put some lights on this thing. I definitely need to. I want to, just haven't had time, but right now those lights would be absolutely perfect. All right, well, we're loaded up. We got a Cat 305 on the back. Hauling the first cat I've ever hauled with this truck and this trailer. 305, what is that, like 11,000 pounds or something? Something like that. I don't know, is there a trailer back there? Is there an excavator on it? I can't really tell. Anyway, I need to get some fuel, I need to get some coffee, and I'm dropping this off in Windsor and then go grabbing the big boy. Then I grab the big boy. We're going from little to big. All right, boys, let's see what we're hauling here. So we got a Cat 305E. It's a 2013 machine. Oh wow, not exactly cleaned off the way that I'd like it to be. Anyway, it is what it is. We gotta haul this to Windsor area, unload it. I'm gonna fix up that chain, obviously, and hook up to the big boy. So 305E. So I'd say this is like a 10,500 pound machine, something like that. 10,000 pounds. So the trailer's just under. Oh, the trailer's about 85. So we are hauling close to 20,000 pounds, and we're gonna start it on this highway. And honestly, it's just like there's nothing even there. All right, well, let's get up to speed here. I'm not gonna crank on it, but a little bit of throttle down. Look at this thing just go. Nice smooth shifts. $2,500 RPM shifts. I am not into this thing. Just like that, we're up to speed. All right, sit back and enjoy this drive. I'll have to look in my mirror every once in a while just to make sure there is something actually back there. Because it certainly doesn't feel like it, I can tell you that. This thing hasn't dropped out of 10th gear once this whole drive, except for I just passed like 2 transport trucks, an oil truck, and 3 cars, and it dropped down to 8th. There is a grade coming up here right now, and I'm just curious to see if it will pull it in 10th gear. So we're at 2,000 RPM, we're at like 70 miles per hour. Let's see. It's a pretty good grade. It's not a long grade, but it's a steep grade starting right now. So I just want to see if it can do it. I think it's going to drop to 9th. Yeah, it did just drop. It probably could have done it if it would have known the hill was ending right now. But it dropped to 9th. It was just about to the top of the hill and it dropped to 9th. I lost maybe 4 kilometers an hour, and she decided to drop to 9th. It was smooth. I actually had to look at the gear selector just to see if it actually did, to be honest. But anyway, highway route is done. I don't even have my tow mirrors folded out, boys, or, you know, not folded, that's the Ram thing. Extended out. I don't even have them extended out, and I see absolutely everything perfect. How many of you Ram guys can say that? Your little fold up mirrors that you can't see anything out of unless they are flipped up. And then you're driving around towing your ghost trailers. Anyway, we've got some side road driving, lots of hills, lots of turns. I should be getting used to this route because I made this route quite often the last little bit, but I don't even know where this thing's going. I have never been there. He gave me a pin drop address that it's going to, and well, so you should be able to get in there and get turned around. Yeah, anyone who hauls loads knows what that means. If they say you should be able to, there's no way you can. If they say, oh, you'll have absolutely no problem, it's about a 30% chance that you can. If they say it's like a football field, then it's about 70% chance you can. When they say you should be able to, no way. No way you're getting turned around. One thing I always do when I'm doing this sort of side road driving, you know, like this type stuff, where I'm doing 55, 60 miles per hour, maybe not 60, but like 55, 58, something like that. I always cancel out 10th gear. It's because in 9th gear, it's still only at like 1800 RPM. So I just always cancel out 10th. It's just gonna be shifting down more than it needs to. It won't be able to pull some of the small grades that going that slow at the RPM that low that it will in 10th. So I just cancel it out, sit back in 9th. It still needs to shift down every once in a while, depending on your grades, obviously, but not near as often. So if you notice, this whole video, there's been no engine light on. So I went into my Banks pedal monster the other day, and no one mentioned this or no one said anything about this, but I went into it and it said it was a firmware update. So I updated the firmware on the pedal monster. And well, since I've done that, this is now the second or third day, we've got no engine light. And it was like an open circuit code or whatever. So it is possible, now the engine light could come back on here anytime, but it is possible that the pedal monster was actually causing the engine light. If any of you guys out there who have the pedal monster, you know, fill me in, let me know if that happened to you, or if you have an engine light on in your truck and you've got the pedal monster, you might not have the most updated firmware. I don't know, like I said, it could pop on here, I could stop the video and it could pop right back on, but as of right now, the engine light is not on, and it has not been on for a couple days. So if that's all the engine light was, awesome. Awesome. Now all the other little knick-knack things that are going on with this truck, that's not the pedal monster. Alright, well, I think I'm still here. I think I'm soon here. I said to come on this road, drive to the end. So I guess that's what we'll do. Turn left. So let's check this out. See what kind of trouble I'm gonna get myself into here. How far I'll have to back up to get out. It's definitely a new development going down here. That's what typically what they do. I have arrived, they said. This is the end. Oh, is this it here? This might be it here. If I would have known that was the spot, I would have just backed in here. Alright, well, we got her dropped off. Now I got back out of here. Like I said, if I would have known it was that short of a run, I would have just backed in here anyway, but oh well. Not the end of the world. Okay, well now I will enter in my coordinates for where the 95 is, because honestly it's the middle of nowhere and I don't remember how to get there from here especially. So yeah, I'll enter that in and see how far we got to go, but we're on our way there anyway, so I think it's probably maybe 30-35 minutes from here, let's say. Let's hope it's no more than that. Need a beeper. Beep, 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 beep. So you're kind of in the middle of nowhere down here, down in Walden, but man, is it ever nice. Tides here are just unbelievable. It opens up out to the bay. On a nice clear day, you can see all the way across. It's like red sand over there. It looks awesome. Like, it looks beautiful. Like, what a view. There's a house up here on top of the hill, and man, would they ever have an amazing view. But like I said, it's definitely in the middle of nowhere. All right, well, here we are. We have arrived. This is so hard. It's so hard to drop this ramp. It's like I'm sweating. So, foundation's ready to go. Septic will be done at the end. Got an extra culvert installed, so the driveway's nice and wide. I could drive in there, but whatever. I'll just park alongside the road here for now. It's not a busy road at all anyway. You got the driveway in. A lot of the grubbins are cleaned up. Put a little ditch on her, because there's a big low spot right here where a bunch of water lays. Yeah, driveway's looking good. Construction driveway. They'll put a top coat when it's all said and done. But yeah, there's the dozer. This is all fill from the foundation, and let me tell you, there's a lot of fill, and this is all clay. It's all extremely, extremely heavy. Once it's all built up, she'll have a nice spot up here. Might even have a little bit of a view. All right, loaded up, ready to go. Clay, man, no matter what you do, you can't get these things clean. Like John already had it clean, and then I went at it more and more and more, and stuff just keeps falling off it more and more all the time. Not much you can do about it. Got a couple extra pounds of weight onto her, but yeah, we got a little more heft here now. We're at about 21,000 pounds or so with the machine. So realistically, we're hauling like an extra 10 to 12,000 pounds compared to what we were on the way here. So let's see how this thing does now. And we are off. Yeah, it's heavier, but nothing for this truck, I can tell you that. Got some more air in the bags now. I think I put an extra 20 pounds in compared to what I had before. Sitting up nice and level, no sag, no nothing. Just cruising down the road. 8th gear already. 80 kilometers an hour. Man, I tell you. Unreal, this truck. Powertrain. Honestly, it's phenomenal. And with the airbags and that trailer back there, this is, oh, guys, you don't understand. If you're driving an older truck, or you got a cheaper trailer like I have my other one, or you know, whatever, you just don't know how good this feels. Like, you don't. I know I'm an operator. He's got his Ram 3500 with pretty close to the same trailer as this, except he's got drum brakes, I believe. He's got the Ram 3500, and you know, he goes on about that, and he keeps saying, you know, I know I keep saying this, but it's true. Like, you don't understand how good these new trucks are. If you get the right truck and the right trailer, you don't understand how good it feels until you actually use one yourself. Like, these brakes, holy crap. Like, they will put you through the windshield. And the truck's power, like, honestly guys, these brakes will put you through the windshield. We're gonna crawl across this dirt road here this time, so I can avoid, there's like a 1-lane bridge. So I'm gonna avoid that 1-lane bridge. So I'm heading to go look at another job for the same guy we just did that one for. And then I might end up just going to Truro, to that site that I was on yesterday. John's there right now with the 4-ton mulching. There is a little bit of road work there, a little bit of grading there to do, and it's starting to get late. It's, you know, it's 10:15, so I might just go there, use this machine, do a couple hours of grading, and then head her on back. I'm not sure. If I use this machine, it'd get done so much quicker. We might get that whole site done today. So that could be the best thing to do, or just drop it off and start working on my next road job. I don't know, there's so many things. Then once we look at this job for the other guy, then we got to come in and clear it and use this machine to do the work. I don't know, guys, like, what do I do? What's the best option at almost 10:30 and I need to be home for like 5 or 6? It's a 2-hour drive with no load on. Not that this slows me down much, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll go meet Tyler first, look at the job, and then I'll have to figure it all out from there. Here's not something you see every day. A building taking up the whole road. He says I should be good here, but I don't know. Here we go. Reach out and touch it. Yeah, I think we're good. Awesome. Yep. Fun times, fun times. Yeah, that was kind of cool. All right, back on the road here again. Yeah, so the compliance guy came up around the turn, and he had his lights flashing, and I had just made like kind of like a U-turn to get turned around because I took a wrong road. And I thought, okay, he definitely wants to check me out. You know, I am hauling some pretty good weights here. And so anyway, I got out of the truck, started walking towards him, and he was waving for me to pull over or whatever, and I was already over. And I said, "Are you not coming to talk to me?" Because he just stayed in the road. And he said, "No, you're good. There's a 24-foot building coming." I was like, "Oh, okay, sweet, right on." I mean, I am completely 100% legal. I got my logbook up to date, like everything. Everything is perfect right now. Chain down perfect. Tracks cleaned off. You know, everything is awesome. And anyway, he said no. So if I cut corners and didn't do my logbook or something stupid like that, then he would definitely have pulled me over. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You do everything right, they don't want you. You do one thing wrong, they'll get you every time. Highway cruising, 70 miles an hour, 10th gear, 2,000 RPM. Loving life. Loving life. 32,000 pounds behind the truck. Not total gross weight, behind the truck. I had a guy comment on a couple of videos recently and say, "Man, you don't haul no weights. Stop getting on there and acting like you do." I'm an operator in Danger Industries. They haul weights. They haul 42, 45K. I laughed to myself. Like, oh man, that's gross, buddy. That's gross. That's truck, trailer, load combined. Anyway, I haul the same weights, trust me, and all the trucks do great. But here we are. This section of highway is absolutely brutal on the 101. It's like they paved it in little sections, like 12-foot, 20-foot sections or something, because it's just individual and it's just up, it just does that. And the truck was feeling, the load was feeling really good. on that back road where I just was, as far as the buckiness goes. But now on this highway, it's back a bit again, but that where I got that on there right now feels pretty good. But I just wonder if I use the, just wonder if I went out and got that Gen Y hitch that goes on your coupler, and it's got the torsions in it, just like the bumper pull hitch. I wonder if that would help. I'm pretty sure Sam tried one, B-Belt and Son. I'm pretty sure he tried one, and it doesn't look like he's using it anymore, so maybe it didn't do anything for him. I don't know. Maybe they sent it to him to try. I don't remember. I know he had the shocker one there too for a little bit, but then he tried the Gen Y one. And I think the Gen Y one even has the little measurement thing on it that it gives you an idea of how much tongue weight you have. But anyway, we've got like another hour of driving before I even get to the site. So I'm gonna drop this off at the road repair job that I'm doing, and then I'm gonna go meet Tyler at his job site. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it up to the 4-ton today, if that makes sense. I'll see what time it is. If it's like 1 o'clock and I have an hour drive just to get to the 4-ton, there's probably no sense me doing that. I might just let John do it, and then I'll start working on the road repair. I'll start grading the road with this. But we'll see what time it is and what time my wife wants me to be home today. She's got Bauer all day today because of the holiday. So we'll see how that all plays out. Well, I suppose I should probably put some fuel in this thing. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. That just gets rid of the old fuel. That just gets rid of that old garbage fuel that's in the tank. Alright, let's fill this thing up. Pumps way faster than a normal diesel fuel pump. You know, through that high flow one, bam, done. This thing is quicker than the gas station. Coming up to where the job site is, and I know for sure that I'm not backing this thing in there. The road starts and it just goes up on a hill instantly, and it goes that way. Like, it's tight this way, more room if you're coming from this way to back in. But I think what I'm going to try to do is unload this along the shoulder of the road, and then with the weight off I might be able to get turned around. But I know for sure that I'm not gonna get turned around here with the weight on. I'm not even gonna attempt it. I'll just start digging into the ground. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get off the road as much as we absolutely can, which is basically all the way, and get this thing off. All right, well, got the machine unloaded. Now let's see if I can get in here without scraping on the bottom. That is the beauty of the hydraulic dovetail. Look how much clearance I have. The ramps that fold down, you have way less than half that clearance and you scrape on everything. So like I said, it'd be much easier if I was coming this direction. I could easily back in here. I'm coming this way, I'll have to jackknife it. I don't worry about, don't care about that. I got lots of room to get this thing turned around. It's just the grade. I just don't want to scrape. Once the wheels hit the high spot, then it will just continue up the hill, but you got to get to that point. So let's see what happens. Well, that was just like taking candy from a baby. Who really does that? But anyway, didn't have to jig around. That was a 1-point turn. Love having that dovetail up there like that. That makes things so much easier, you guys don't even understand. Well, fuel this thing up, go take a look at the job, and probably come back here and get started. We got like a 3/4 of a kilometer long or more road repair job. It's basically washed out right from here all the way to the top of the hill, which is way more than what you can see right now. Well, all right, we are back. This truck is, wow, so much power, so awesome to haul with. I love this truck. It's got some stuff, but I love it. And guys, the engine light is still not back on, so there's a very good chance that that pedal monster was the problem. No engine light. This bank stuff, they're always sending updates and whatnot, because I don't know, they got some issues with these Fords causing engine lights and stuff. The Derringer that I have on my 550, that was causing engine lights, and it was the manifold absolute pressure map sensor. So they actually ordered me a new sensor. I unhooked the Derringer, and Dave has been going now for 4 or 5 days, no engine light. But there is new firmware out for that I gotta download onto a little mini SD card, and then go back in with the iDash, download it to the Derringer. Maybe that will take it away. But the bank stuff, it's great stuff, but with these Fords, it's definitely seeming to cause issues with engine lights and whatnot. This trailer, honestly, my God, this trailer is a gem. This trailer is unbelievable. A few people seen it today, actually. Tyler, the guy I was helping out move the cat, he's seen it, his guy seen it. They were like, holy crap, that's a gorgeous trailer. A guy stopped when I was pulled over having a slice of pizza. He stopped, he's like, a Diamond C, and he turned around and came in, and he started taking measurements, and he wanted to know how the hydraulic dove worked, how it locked and unlocked, all that stuff. The brakes on this thing are absolutely phenomenal. The ramps, I just unloaded this in literally 30 seconds, no cranking, no nothing. It's way up, cleared from the ball. Oh, I love it. I am very, very, very spoiled and very, very, very fortunate to have this trailer and this truck. I tell myself that every day. I know in a few videos I was complaining about this truck, fit and finish issues, and it's stuff that should not happen. And a couple people were commenting and saying, you know, you're just ungrateful and whatever. Trust me, I worked for everything that I got to get me this setup. Nothing was given to me. I didn't come from a bunch of money, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, I'm unloaded from this trailer. I'm gonna get loaded up to my 20-foot, because that site that John's on right now, that I started, that site I should be able to finish tomorrow. So I'm gonna take this trailer with me, and potentially, if I finish early enough, I'm gonna drop off the mulcher at a fab shop to get something fabbed up to go on something else. If you catch my drift. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. We started light, we finished heavy. Started light. In the middle we were heavy. In the end we were super light. But it doesn't matter what you put behind this thing, because it just does it. It just hauls it. Might find a tank next. Try a tank. Anyway guys, that's gonna do it. You know what to do. Take care, stay safe. We'll see you next time. Bye.